Welcome back to the Super Not Funny Show reviews. And today I'm reviewing The Equalizer Season 3, Episode 18, the season finale. It's entitled Eye for an Eye. It's coming to you from CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. So, what did I think about it, and should you be watching? Before we get into the video, get down there, hit like. Well, here we are, the season finale. It feels like a very protracted season for only 18 episodes, but we've made it here after a very emotional previous episode. But now it's once again, Fisk happens. Ghosts of the past from Colton Fisk come to bite Robyn in the butt. But it also comes for her closest people. Mel and Harry and Dante end up being on the hook for some dirt and some unfortunate political stuff that happened in the past down in Venezuela. Some people are sending Venezuelan soldiers as hitters trying to capture Robyn to settle a score, if you will. So that's really the A plot, and there is a B plot in this, and that involves Delilah and Aunt Vi are going to the movies, but before they go to the movies, they got to stop in at CVS because, as Aunt Vi says, I ain't paying those high prices for no Twizzlers. So, kind of a cool thing about this is you see that, Delilah, she's really grown a lot in this season, and she was being trained by Mel earlier in the season, and later on she was being trained by Robyn. And we saw an episode where she was taught about situational awareness and, keeping an eye on exits and all that other stuff, trying to detect threats. And we get to see her kind of use that in real life when she notices a guy at the drugstore who's looks like he's probably going to rob the place, looking pretty desperate. And we get to see Delilah kind of like convince Aunt Vi that they got to go, and then they get caught up in a hostage situation. And I have to tell you, like, out of the two, the A plot is the major part of this episode, but I think I preferred the B plot a lot more because I think this season they've been pretty much expanding the whole idea of equalizing to the whole McCall family. And we saw in previous episodes that Aunt Vi has been someone who would step in to help the helpless, or to really kind of stand up for people who maybe don't have the ability or strength to. And we also see Delilah doing the same thing when she had her, she's had her run-ins with certain things. So what was really cool about this episode is the two of them together kind of dealing with this issue. And, it's a guy, he's a homeless dude, desperate. He just, doesn't see value in his life. He's, kind of been beaten down by the world and by situations. And I love that Aunt Vi, who, again, I think she's been one of the MVPs of this season, really stepping up and able to talk to this man and sort of talking down and, using her own personal experience, giving us an insight into her person, her character and what was going on and why she lives with, Robyn, and relating to this man. And just really kind of, as she said, she's like, I see you, as she's saying, for who she is. And to have Delilah come up and be with her and to, really basically lend her support, I think that was pretty dang cool. It's, this really was a part of it really was very emotional, brought a tear to my eye and everything. And also seeing Delilah being such a cool and just badass, young lady doing Chun-Li proud with one of the most the most video gamey looking foot sweeps ever to save this guy from getting shot. And like she sees that he doesn't have a loaded gun. He's just bluffing and everything like that. Just, really showing her growth as a character, and to see him acknowledge that she did so, did really save his life. She literally gets in between him and police, and it's just like, he's unarmed, is unloaded, all that stuff. Just like a phenomenal little, it's a side thing, but well played out scenes, well acted. I think, both characters have really come a long way in terms of what they do in the story, but even more so, I think that Leia De Leon Hayes has really grown as an actor, and has, she really embodies that character, and I think she did a great job this season. Of course, Lorraine Toussaint, when doesn't she do great? She's absolutely on point. So that was my favorite part of the episode. Now, I've historically, the CIA stuff, I don't really generally care about it, but they did, kind of make this one more, more relevant and something I needed to care about, because, they sent hitters after Mel and Harry, and I can't have that. And they also try to get Robyn, and she fights him off, and Fisk, he's just basically kind of using them to, I don't want to say draw out the bad guys, but he has a good idea what's going on, and they slowly, of course, track down who are these people, how do they relate to Robyn and Fisk. It all goes back to like a CIA thing, of course, down in South America, and the failure to kind of follow through, and it turned out to be a revenge plot. Okay, cool. I do think there was a bit too much. Part of the reason why I didn't like this as much was the tendency to basically do an exposition dump to more or less explain what was going to be happening later on in the episode, to explain who the hell these people are, why do they care, what are they up to, all that other stuff. And just like, rather than having us slowly unfold this in the episode, because they only have 40 some minutes, they literally just do the whole, oh, I don't know what this is, explain it to me, sort of thing with Mel. And I think that did a bit of a disservice to the character, but also to just the story in general. It really was we can't tell this all in 40 minutes, so let's just, give you the notes. That said, I thought it was a pretty good little, bit of CIA, tomfoolery, if you will. And Donald Logue's Colton Fisk, he's fun. I think he's exposed as not being quite the mastermind as maybe he presents himself to be in this episode. But Robyn also really shows, that, she's a consummate professional. She kicks ass and everything. But unfortunately, this is a personal beef. And of course it involves someone she thought was dead, but isn't dead, and blames her. And, there's atrocities that they had to suffer because of the CIA's decision making. And it sends them all back to get Fisk and to get Robyn. And I did like that they brought Dante in, who's been suspended, and he's sort of drinking his way, his sorrows away, I guess, because he ain't got nothing else to do. And to see him and Harry, they team up, and they have a good little mid-boss fight with a big dude, and it leads to a fun and also not so not so good situation with a drug cocktail that's definitely going to kill Dante, but also makes him very truthful, and he really kind of shares his feelings that he has not really shared about Robyn, that we all knew what was going on. The ship McConte is alive, well, and it's full sails. Even though Robyn tried to pretend like she didn't understand what he was talking about. So what a bunch. We know what's up. Yeah, the writers keep on playing, but we know what's going on. After a near-death experience where involving, the drug cocktail and some electrical paddles, we get all of the players into this. Of course, it's a warehouse. Like I don't know, all these warehouses in New York that are just teeming with CIA operatives and gang members, but they always tend to end up there. And it just comes down to basically, people from the past, and they want to get revenge. And there's fights and all that, but it's a lot of guns, and they're outgunned and all that stuff. And it ends with a scene straight out of The Dark Knight. The people that Robyn cares about strapped to chairs in a burning building, and she's, what can she do about it? And I'll be damned, and if these fools did just stop the episode there and said, we'll see you next year. You know what? They did that crap last year. They really did. They left it on oh shit, they took Robyn, what's going to happen? And they're really saying, hey, we'll see you. We'll see you in the fall. And I swear, I'm telling you, I hopped up out of my seat because that had me hot. Like, how dare you build all this up and then just stop and then just be like, bye. We'll see you see you in a few months. Hopefully we'll see you in a few months because writer's strike. It was, look, I really liked the episode. I really did. I thought it was a very fun episode. There's actually, and the part again with the hostage thing with Delilah and Aunt Vi, great. Love that. But man, they gotta stop doing this shit. I understand wanting us to come back for the next season, but man, really, I felt like y'all needed just one more episode, and that could have been the season finale. But we have to stop on this point where it looks likely like that, Dante and Harry and Mel are gonna die horribly in fire. Cool. Like it's a cool, episode, but dang it, the cliffhangers like that just anger me. So, but all the way, generally speaking, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good episode, elevated by the B plot, and I'm really excited to see what happens next season. Again, hopefully they get the writer's strike on point so we can actually get the next season on time. That would be nice. So we'll see. But anyway, what did you guys think about this season finale? What did you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comment section, leave your thoughts there. And of course, you can always hit me up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. And while you're down there, do me a favor, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Helps to grow this channel so that more people, will see these videos. All right. Thanks for joining me. Come back to the channel. I got, plenty more reviews coming, especially with the summer TV season coming up. Plenty more of that, and of course the Supercast. So go check all that stuff out. Until then, I've been Mo, your commenter extraordinaire on all things pop culture. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.